Okay, so I recently bought a motorcycle, and I haven't really ridden motorcycles since took the license 20 years ago. And the first thing I thought I'd learn was how to do a proper turn. And it turns out if you just lean the motorcycle over, you get these slow banana turns. To get proper turns, you should actually push a little bit on the handlebar, and it leans over quickly. That's called counter steering. And to practice counter steering, you can just find a straight road with no traffic and start just to counter steer. First maybe without leaning, and then when it feels comfortable, start to lean your body together.
Okay, let's see what happened there. Here I ride a normal bicycle. Whoops, something happened. It seemed like the front wheel went in the wrong direction for a short while, and then the bike started to lean in the direction of the turn. And if you imagine the camera here is an obstacle, then this leaning of the front wheel in the wrong direction, turning of the front wheel makes the bike lean, so you can get away from the obstacle. And then you actually have to make another turn after the obstacle to get back into the direction of the road, and that's called a swerve, I think, in English. Let's see the same maneuver with a motorcycle. Here's my 32 years old motorcycle from 1984. Woo! That was a very gentle counter steering. You could barely see it, but it was enough to get away from the obstacle, which is here symbolized by the camera. There, the counter steering, and it starts to lean a little, which you can barely see it, but it leans enough to get away from the obstacle. And then after, behind the camera, you should do another counter steering in the other direction to get back into the direction of the road. So this you can practice on an empty parking lot, maybe when the stores have closed or something like that, or on an empty road somewhere on the countryside. Just do it again and again and again, and practice on the combination of two counter steering. 1, 2, and then another one after behind the camera. I can't really see it here. That's the swerve, and it's actually in the license test. And you can go here, instead of just doing the obstacle swerve, just do some slalom, left, right. Get the feeling for the counter steering. And each turn, push a little bit on the handlebar. If you want to go to the left, push on the left handlebar. If you want to go to the right, push on the right handlebar. And when it feels comfortable, then you can get out and actually try this in real traffic. For instance, when changing lanes, you can do a swerve. One counter steering command to change lane there, and then another one to get back in the direction of the road. That was also a very gentle one here. And another thing, the wheel has a larger diameter in the middle when you ride straight, but when you turn, you lean over the bike and you ride on the side of the wheel. On the side of the wheel it has a smaller diameter and a smaller circumference. That's the way around the wheel, and that makes, even if you go at the same speed, when the circumference is smaller on the side, the wheel wants to turn faster, and the engine will give resistance. It will try to do an engine brake. So to counteract that, you actually have to, at the same point it starts leaning, you have to give a little bit of throttle to counteract this engine braking, because of the smaller circumference on the side of the wheel. Okay, I don't actually have my motorcycle today because it's in the repair shop. They're going to fix the left carburetor.
Det går ju bra som helst då.
But I thought we should combine all the moments and do a turn. Here's a turn. So at some point when you come riding here, you want to give a counter steering command and begin turning. So think of a point on the road, maybe here, where you want to give the counter steering command. And when you come, don't look at the point. Instead, when you come riding here, there's ice. Look at the point here. But then, when you have decided where to start turning, then look with your vision into the corner. And when you reach the turning point with your peripheral vision, maybe there's a tree or something here, or a stone at the side of the road. When you see that point, look into the corner and see the point in the peripheral vision, then give the counter steering command. And immediately when the motorcycle starts to lean, start giving a little throttle to counteract the circumference difference on the side of the wheel and the middle of the wheel. And then increase throughout the curve, slowly increase the throttle. And that's the theory of turning. Let's go through it again. Find the counter steering point, but don't look at the counter steering point when you give the steering command. Look into the corner. So find a good counter steering point, look into the corner, and when you see the counter steering point in your peripheral vision, give the counter steering command. The bike starts to lean, give a little throttle, then increase the throttle throughout the corner while look where you want to go, look into the corner. And that's it. And the trick is to find a good counter steering point and have a good speed throughout the corner. Not too fast. If you go too fast, you have to counter steer a lot and lean a lot in the curve. You might even slide if you go too fast and lean too much. So find the road and practice over and over again on the same road. Experiment with different counter steering points, experiment with different speeds. Start slow, and when you feel comfortable with the corner, go a little bit faster and a little bit faster, but never go so fast that it feels uncomfortable or you get these panic feelings. So just take it slow and practice, and it will be all right.